Have you ever felt like you were born to create something extraordinary, but something within you quietly holds you back? You dream of writing that book, starting that project, painting that masterpiece, or simply living with more inspiration. But somehow, the noise of life drowns that inner voice. That sacred whisper that says, you were born for more. What if I told you? Your creative block is not because you lack talent, but because you've forgotten how to listen? Paramhansa Yogananda once said, "The source of all creativity is the infinite consciousness itself." When you tune your mind to that source, inspiration flows like a river. And today, my friend, we are going to tune into that river. To awaken your divine connection. To activate your creative mind. The sacred bridge between your soul and the infinite. Before we begin, welcome to Divya Antar. If you believe there's something greater within you, and you're ready to awaken it, then hit that subscribe button now. And join this beautiful community of souls who are ready to rise, evolve, and create. Now, take a deep breath. Let's begin your journey back to the creative source within you. Understanding the divine nature of creativity. Most people think creativity is about skill or talent. But Yogananda taught, true creativity is a spiritual force. Every idea, every melody, every invention comes from one universal source, God's infinite intelligence. When you are in harmony with that intelligence, you don't create, you channel. Yogananda said, God is the only doer. Man is merely the instrument. Imagine your mind as a radio receiver. When it's full of noise, ego, fear, restlessness, all you hear is static. But when you calm your mind through meditation, you start receiving divine frequencies. Clear, beautiful, and alive. Every great creator, from Leonardo da Vinci to Einstein, was tuning into this same universal current. Even if they called it by different names. Creativity is not something you chase. It's something you align with. When your vibration matches the frequency of inspiration, ideas find you. The hidden enemy of creativity. Yogananda often said, restlessness is the archenemy of creativity. Have you noticed? When your mind is anxious or distracted, ideas vanish like mist in the sun. But when you are calm, relaxed, and at peace, suddenly a spark of brilliance appears. As if from nowhere. That's the secret. We live in constant noise. Scrolling, comparing, doubting, rushing. And that noise builds a wall between you and your soul. In silence, divine ideas can finally reach you. Every saint, artist, and visionary has spoken of moments of stillness, where truth revealed itself, quietly. Yogananda said, when you become calm, you become a channel for God's energy. So if you want creativity to flow, don't fight for it. Be still enough to receive it. The 3 stages of divine creation. According to Yogananda, the universe itself was born through a sacred 3-step process. 1. Thought, the seed. In the beginning, there was only the idea in the mind of God. 2. Energy, the motion. That idea vibrated into light and sound. The movement of creation. 3. Manifestation, the form. Finally, that energy condensed into matter. Into stars, planets, and life itself. Now here's the miracle. This same divine process happens inside you. Every creation begins as a thought, energized by passion, and brought to life through action. When all 3 align, you become a co-creator with the infinite. That's why, in moments of true inspiration, you feel alive. Because in that instant, you and the divine are one. Meditation, opening the inner channel. Let's go deeper. Yogananda taught, creativity awakens when you raise your consciousness. That happens through stillness, breath, and awareness. Now, find a comfortable seat. Close your eyes. Take a deep, gentle breath. Inhale calmness through your nose. Exhale tension through your mouth. Inhale light. Exhale noise. Now bring your focus to the point between your eyebrows, the spiritual eye. Imagine a soft blue light glowing there. With every breath, feel yourself becoming more peaceful, more centered, more open. Now silently affirm, I am a channel of divine creativity. The infinite expresses through me. Stay in this silence for a few moments. You may notice a thought, a vision, a subtle feeling. Don't chase it. Simply witness it. For divine inspiration always arrives like a whisper from eternity. The daily habits of divine creators. Yogananda gave 3 sacred habits to keep this creative channel open. 1. Morning stillness. Begin each day in silence. Even 5 minutes of calm before the world awakens. Set your vibration for inspiration. 2. Joyful living. He said, joy is the proof of the presence of God. When you live with joy, you magnetize ideas effortlessly. 3. Selfless service. Use your creativity to uplift others. When you create with love, the universe gives you more energy to create. Creativity dies in ego, but blossoms in devotion. So every time you create, offer it to God. Offer it for the good of all. Intuition, the gateway of inspiration. Yogananda said, intuition is the highest form of intelligence. Logic helps you analyze, but intuition helps you realize. It's that sudden knowing, that gentle nudge that says, this is the right path. The more you meditate, the clearer your intuition becomes. And creativity flows through intuition. That's why artists often say, I don't know where that idea came from. It came from that silent, intuitive channel. Your direct line to the infinite. When you trust that inner voice, you'll never run out of inspiration. The energy behind creative power. Yogananda also taught, creativity depends on your life force energy, your prana. When your energy is scattered through stress, overthinking, distraction, your creative flow weakens. But when your energy is uplifted through right food, right thoughts, and meditation, your mind glows like a divine lamp. That's why great spiritual masters radiate creative energy. Their life force moves upward. Yogananda's energization exercises were designed for this. To awaken every cell, so your body becomes a channel for divine inspiration. Remember, creativity is not just mental, it's energetic. The more alive you feel, the more creative you become. Creativity as meditation. You don't need to sit cross-legged to meditate. You can meditate through your creativity. When you write, paint, sing, dance, or cook, and lose yourself completely, that is meditation in motion. Yogananda said, when you pour your heart into your work with love and joy, God works through your hands. So whatever you do, do it consciously. Do it with love. That transforms ordinary work into divine art. In that sacred moment, you are no longer doing. You are being. A student once told Yogananda, Master, I feel empty. No ideas. No inspiration. Yogananda smiled and said, you are not empty, you are full of noise. Empty yourself of that noise, and you will find God waiting to speak. Weeks later, that same student became one of the most inspired writers in the ashram. That is the power of inner silence. When you stop forcing ideas and start listening to the divine whisper, everything changes. You are not just a human trying to be creative. You are a divine being expressing God's creativity through form. Your ideas are prayers. Your art, your devotion. Your creations, your offerings. Yogananda said, you are made in the image of God. Therefore, you are a creator like him. Every time you imagine something beautiful, you are fulfilling your divine purpose. So never say, I'm not creative. Say instead, I'm remembering who I truly am. Because the moment you remember, the universe begins to create through you. Affirmations for the creative soul. Now, repeat silently after me. I am one with infinite intelligence. Creative ideas flow through me easily and effortlessly. My mind is calm, my heart is open. Divine inspiration fills my soul. I am a channel of God's creative power. Take a deep breath and feel that truth vibrating within you. You are no longer seeking creativity. You are creativity. If this message touched your soul, remember, it's not by accident that you're here. The same infinite consciousness that guided Yogananda's words brought you here today to remind you who you really are. Your creative mind is divine. Your ideas are sacred. Your dreams are the language of your soul. So stay connected, stay inspired, and never stop creating with love. Join our growing family at Divya Antar, a space where souls awaken, remember, and create together. Until next time, stay creative, stay conscious, and remember, the infinite artist within you is always waiting to paint through your life.